knows exactly what he's doing. We left the cafe before Ollie could splat anything else and went down to the beach. Daddy carried Ollie on his shoulders and I skipped along on the pebbles. Daddy showed us how to skim stones on the water. We made sandcastles and Ollie tried to eat the sand. Then Mummy said she wanted to stretch her legs and have a proper long walk. Ollie is not very good at proper long walks because he always sits down and cries. So Daddy said he would look after Ollie while Mummy and I explored. "Make sure you find some buried treasure," he said. "We will," said Mummy. "Ready, Captain Ella?" We walked along the beach to a little cliff with lots of rocks at the bottom. We couldn't see past the rocks, so we guessed what we would find on the other side. I guessed an octopus in a rock pool. Mummy guessed a pirate ship. We climbed round the rocks, then stopped in astonishment. There was a whale on the beach, an actual, real-life whale. It was enormous, and it had shiny grey skin. I was really excited, but Mummy wasn't. She blew out hard and said, "I didn't guess that." Then she said, "Whales aren't supposed to be on the beach, Ella. They belong in the water. That whale is in trouble. It's got stuck." There were lots of people standing around the whale. Some of them were sloshing water on it. Some of them were on their phones. Everyone looked worried. When we got closer, Mummy asked a man if we could help. The man told us, "We need to get this whale out to sea." He explained that once the tide came in, they would float the whale back into the water. They hoped it would find its way home. The whale looked very sad. It was thrashing its tail backwards and forwards, as if it was trying to get unstuck from the beach. I wished I could speak whale language and tell it that we were going to help it. Then I had an idea. "Mummy," I said, "can you use a magic spell and speak to the whale? You could explain that we're going to help it." "Yes," said Mummy, "that's a very good idea, Ella." Mummy went behind a big rock where no one could see her. She stamped her feet 3 times, clapped her hands, wiggled her bottom and said, "Marshmallow!" And poof! She was a fairy. She pointed at herself, pressed a code on her computer wand, bleep, bleep, bloop, and said, "Invisary-do!" Then no one could see her, except me, because I'm a fairy in waiting. Then Mummy Fairy pressed another code, bleep, bleep, bloop, and said, "Speakery-do, whalery-do. Come on, Ella, now I can talk to the whale." Mummy Fairy carefully made her way through all the people to the whale's head and whispered to it. After a moment, the whale stopped thrashing its tail. It seemed to be listening quietly. It even made some whale sounds back. I felt very proud of Mummy Fairy. A few minutes later, Mummy Fairy came back to me and said, "The whale is very young. He got lost and needs to find his way back to his mother." I felt very sorry for the whale. I know how scary it is to lose your mummy, because I once lost Mummy in a big shop. Since then, I always hold her hand really tightly. But whales don't have hands. "Do you know where his mother is?" I asked Mummy Fairy. "No, but I know who might be able to help," she said. "Who?" Mummy Fairy bit her lip and said, "I really ought to take you back to Daddy." At once, I knew she was going to do something exciting. "Mummy Fairy," I said quickly, "please take me too. How will I learn to be a good fairy if I don't come with you and help?" Mummy Fairy laughed. "Ella, you always have a good answer." All